At realfixesrealfast.com. Today we're working on a little bit of an unusual problem. We've got a 2011 Chevy Impala LT that's been broadsided in an accident. It was hit right here. Now this car is at our local low-tech school, Ozark Community Technical College, where I teach engine performance. The car's been in the body shop and they've done some work. They've taken the doors off, they've done some welding, and they're still in that process. But it's got a drivability issue now. And when we began to examine this, we found we had several opportunities to illustrate several different diagnostic techniques on different systems. So we're going to show as many of them as we can on this video. Now I'm also going to make this an interactive video. That's where we'll film some things, pause it, give you a chance to respond, and then we'll film some more, find our evidence, and find the problem. This way we can make it into a learning experience for all of us. As I said, it's a 2011 Chevy Impala's got a 3.5 engine in it. Now a problem is basically a misfire. The car starts cold and begins to run, and it'll actually run okay for probably a minute or less, and then it'll start misfiring. Now it sets code P0300, which is a random misfire, and as it begins to run, if you look at the engine, you can see it when it begins to miss. It'll just shake and miss for a little while, and then it'll clear up and run smooth again. And it'll go into that pattern and it'll just repeat over and over and over again. It'll just run smooth, and then it'll start misfiring and start shaking, and then it'll go smooth again. The whole time the only code we have is P0300. On our scanner we're looking up misfire counters, and as you can see right here we've got cylinders 1, 3, and 5. We've got misfires on cylinder number 5, and then over here we've got 2, 4, and 6, and we've got misfires on 2. So even though our code is P0300, all of our misfires are on cylinder number 2 and cylinder number 5. Now I've selected only the things that I want to see on the PID data display. I've got short-term fuel trim, the oxygen sensor, and loop status. Now I want you to understand this engine's been running for probably 15-20 minutes now, and we're still in open loop. It never changes to closed loop. The short-term fuel trim is at 0. The oxygen sensor is either rich or lean. Right now we have the misfire, it is shaking, and you see we're reading way down low. We're very, very lean. Now I realize this is not enough information to find the problem, but it's a start. Let's review. It starts out normal, it develops a misfire, the misfire goes away, the misfire counters indicate that all of the misfires are coming from cylinder number 2 and number 5. As we look at the scanner, it stays in open loop, never goes to closed loop. And as we look at the oxygen sensor and the short-term fuel trim, the oxygen sensor is either pegged rich or pegged lean. It goes rich when it's running smooth, and it goes lean when there's the misfire. Now the short-term fuel trim is doing nothing. It's staying at 0. But that's because it's in open loop. Open loop means there's no computerized fuel control. It's all strategic in the memory. We're not using active fuel control. So what do you think the problem is, and what would be the first 3 things that you would check and want to get more information on? Submit your comments, and then we'll take it to the next step.